In section 7.4, we are comparing two populations. In the earlier sections in chapter 7, we were estimating a population mean. So when we did a z interval or a t interval or one prop z interval, it was estimating for the z and t interval the population mean, or the overall average that all Rhodes State students drove to school. We created a confidence interval to estimate the average of all Rhodes State students. So if our interval was between 10 and 20 miles, that was estimating this one population mean. Now what we're going to do is estimate the difference between two population means. So what we are now estimating, if we were to find the difference in these two means, what we're estimating is what would this difference be? And what this can tell us when we're doing these confidence intervals for the difference between two means is it can tell us which one is larger. So for example, if we subtract these two numbers, in order for this to be a positive number, the first number would have to be larger than the second one, correct? Something like 10 minus 5 will give us a positive answer. So if we have a number here that's a positive number, what we know about this is that the first number, or mu1, is larger than the second mean. Okay? And that same understanding is if this number is smaller than this number, say 5 minus 10, we would get a negative answer. So if we get a negative answer, what that is telling us is that the second mean is larger than the first mean. Okay? If these two means are the same, we get an answer of 0 here, and that means that mu1 equals mu2. So what we're going to do is use this to interpret the confidence interval that we're estimating. So we're estimating what this difference is. So when we get an interval of two numbers, we're going to estimate that this number is between two numbers. If both of those numbers are positive, it means this answer is positive, telling us that mu1 is larger than mu2. If we get two numbers that are negative, that means this answer is negative, meaning that mu2 is larger than mu1. However, if our interval is a negative and a positive, that means 0 is in the interval. So that would be if we had a negative and a positive number in our interval, then 0 is within there, and we can't conclude that one is larger than the other. We just cannot conclude a difference. Or we're 90% confident that there's no difference in these population means.